What is up, my Gators? Today is Thursday, May 21st, 2020, and this is your second to last math video for the year, of your 5th grade year, that is. First off, I want to say thank you for all the hard work that those of you that have been doing this year. I really appreciate it. I know Miss Matthews appreciates it, and so does Mr. Moore. It means a lot to us. Now, let me move on to our math lesson for today. First off, as always, we have our daily math practice. On number 1, we are doing some simple division. Number 2, we are doing some multiplication. Number 3, we are talking about what A to B is. Is that a line, array, or a line segment? If you remember from a few weeks ago what it is, then you'll be able to know that pretty easily. Number 4, we are analyzing what the missing numbers are. And number 5, we are looking at a televised football game that has lasted a total of 3 hours, had commercial breaks every 10 minutes. Each break aired one 30-second commercial and 3 30-second commercials. What percentage of the game's total airtime was used for commercials? So again, you're going to want to make sure to reread that so you can truly understand what it is asking. For our daily word problem of the day, it's saying that Erin is going to visit Itty Island with her family. The point 1, 0 on the grid shows where the airport is located. The island is 3 units north and 3 units east to the airport. What ordered pair gives the location to the island? So you're going to want to make sure on what to do there. Remember, you got to run before you jump. That means you got to do X before you have Y. So X before you Y, and that should help you with this graph. Now, for the math today, I'm sure you're wondering what we're doing, and we are going to do something really fun. But in order to unlock what we are doing today, you do need to have your daily math and your daily word problem completely finished and let your teacher know, and then they will unlock the next part. Now, the next part is kind of fun. It is Minecraft. And we are doing what is called Volume World, where students will learn about volume by filling sandboxes, creating equations, and finding the total amount of block in rectangular prisms. Our goals for today are pretty simple. 1, the student was able to explain volume as unit measurement that fill up a solid volume. Number 2, the student was able to derive a formula for volume. I'll give you guys a hint. Length times width times height. Number 3, the student was able to find the volume of rectangular prisms. And number 4, the student was able to find the volume of irregular shapes. That is the goal for that today. Now, you're going to have 3 separate lessons as we go through this. The first one is that students, or it's level 1 sandboxes, my bad. Level 1 of sandboxes. It is saying that students will enter the world and will see 3 sandboxes and 3 piles of sand. Students will match the number of sand in a pile to the area of the sandbox. Once all 3 sandboxes are filled to the door, the door will open and the player will move on to level 2. So here is a quick little video to support that.
First Minecraft Volume Challenge. Making playgrounds by filling up sandboxes. So over here we have 3 sandboxes, and over here we have 3 piles of sand. Which pile of sand goes into which box? So we have sandbox A, and you see there is a space in which sand can be filled, or a volume, which is like how many unit cubes are inside a given space. And this ladder here is not to be filled up with sand. It is so you can get out in case you fall in it by accident. And then we have sandbox B over here and sandbox C. That's sandbox A. I don't know if I said that. Okay, so let's go talk to Robert Flexington.
Good news, we got the sand for the sandboxes. Now it's your job to fill them up. Remember, all 3 boxes are different sizes, so use your knowledge of volume to help you figure out which color of sand goes into the right box.
And then push get shovel, to get your shovel. All right, let's start with pink. Right here we have 1 unit of our measurement, 1 unit of sand. 1 cubed unit. Why? Because it is a cube. It has a length, it has a width, and it has a height. And this particular unit is 1 meter by 1 meter by 1 meter. So 1 times 1 times 1 is 1 cubed meter. 1 cubed meter, or 1 meter cubed. All right, so how many of these will it take to fill up one of those? So let's dig out our sand and find out how much sand we have. Dun 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 dun. Okay, looks like I have 16 units of sand. So how many pink units do we have? We have 16. I wonder if any of these will have 16 inside. So let's go to sandbox A. And we're going to go well inside it. On the bottom row, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Uh-oh. I would only be able to fill it up to here. Is that going to work? Am I going to be able to fill this up? No, I am not. So I know it's not A. I'm going to go to B. And here, do you think it's going to work? Why or why not? Let's find out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Ah, and I'm all out of sand. So sandbox B was the correct answer. It filled up 16 units of sand. Okay, guys, good luck with the rest of these problems, and I will see you in the next challenge.
All right, so the first part there looks fairly simple. Hopefully it looks simple to you. It looks simple to me. But then again, I don't really know a whole lot about Minecraft in the classroom or Minecraft education, so you guys are going to have to tell me a little bit more about that than I really know. Now on to the second part of this. Let me get switched to the right screen. There we go. Is level 2, which is volume maze, which is saying that students will enter the maze where they will find clues on how to derive the formula for volume. Again, that is length times width times height. They will also find rectangular prisms, or they will also find that rectangular prism's form when they find volume of. Last, they will find the volume of an irregular shape. So luckily, I have another video to help us with this as well. Let's switch over to that.
I bet you have seen this puzzle cube before, maybe even played with one. Whoever was playing with this one did a pretty good job of matching all the colors. But did you ever wonder how many smaller cubes are stacked and layered together to make the bigger cube? Take a guess. 6, 18, 27? Did you know that we just measured the volume of this puzzle cube? When talking about volume, we say this puzzle cube is 27 units cubed. Let's take a closer look at using unit cubes to measure volume. We are going to spend the next couple of minutes learning about using unit cubes to fill bigger prisms. Unit cubes have a measure of 1 on all sides. It can be 1 centimeter, 1 inch, 1 foot, 1 whatever. but the unit cube we use to measure volume always has a side length of 1. Watch how the first layer of this cube is filled by smaller cubes, or unit cubes. Notice how they don't overlap or have space between them? This first layer is made up of 9 unit cubes. We can also say 9 cubic units or 9 units cubed. Here is another layer of 9 cubic units. And you can see when we write it in a math equation, we write centimeters with an exponent of 3 to indicate that we are talking about a measurement of 3 dimensions. What happens when we add another layer? The prism is 1 centimeter taller. We can also write an addition equation. 9 plus 9 equals 18 centimeters cubed. This prism measures 18 cubic units. Watch the prism get taller as we add more layers. Also, keep an eye on our addition equations. For each layer we add one more addend of 9, and the sum increases by a multiple of 9. And our answer is always noted in centimeters cubed. Now, our first layer is 16 inches cubed. Notice that even though we change the units from centimeters to inches, the prism still grows 1 unit taller with each layer, and the equation builds the same way, and we are always writing the answer as inches cubed. So now, let's see if we can apply this idea of volume to a word problem. The problem says, a gift box has a volume of 27 cubic centimeters. What do we know about the box? We know from our previous work that we can pull apart these layers and write an equation. 9 plus 9 plus 9 equals 27 centimeters cubed. We know that since we are talking about volume, we have to say 27 centimeters cubed. Another way we can say that is the gift box can be filled with 27 cubes that have a side length of 1 centimeter. We have just practiced finding the volume of a prism by counting unit cubes. Remember, when you are talking about volume, your answer must always be stated as units cubed or cubic units. Coming up in a later quest, you will learn a formula that will help you use multiplication to calculate the same thing. Have fun e-sparking!
All right, well, hopefully that helps you with the understanding of volume and what we're going to do for the volume Minecraft challenge. Now, as I look at this, I know you didn't think it was going to be that easy on how you're going to get Minecraft unlocked. So in your OneNote today, in order to get Minecraft unlocked completely, you're going to have to answer 6 questions and then let your teacher know that you are done. First off, what is a unit measurement? Secondly, what is area? Third, how do we find area? I'll give you a hint on how do we find area. Well, it's length times width. Fourth, what is a rectangular prism? 5, how do we find all the blocks in a rectangular prism? I'll give you another hint, you count them. And 6, how can the formula for area help us find the formula for volume? Well, length times width times height. Another big hint. But that is it. After you get those 6 questions done, let your teacher know and they will gladly unlock Minecraft for you. And then at the top of your OneNote, underneath the daily word problem, is a OneNote, or not a OneNote, sorry, a Minecraft world for you to download in order to do those pieces for OneNote. Now within there is also a boss fight. And That is level 3, which is the boss fight, which says in this level, students will fall through a dropper game. Don't touch anything on the way down. And need to land on water to survive the fall. Once at the bottom, students will find an irregular shape to examine and find the volume to complete the lesson. Once complete, you will go to the score room. The student will get 3 scores that align to the measurement and data standards covered in the lesson. So again, make sure to reach out to us if you need help. Make sure to do the required work to get your Minecraft unlocked. And as remember, Gators, it is always great to be a Gator.